Okay, we've got a jam-packed meeting this morning. I've lost the bell thing, so ding! Welcome to the Rotary Club of Arcata Sunrise, everyone. We've got a packed meeting. We're gonna go through a lot of different things, but let's start with some introductions. Do we have any visiting Rotarians this morning? And help me out, speak up, because I can't see everybody on this screen. No visiting Rotarians. I believe we have some visitors from Interact here.
Hi, I'm Lila Cohen. I'm from the Interact Club at Arcata High. I'm vice president this year. Let's see. I was part of the youth exchange group for 2019 or 2020, but it got canceled for COVID. Yeah. Let's see. So right now at Interact, we are working on doing some bathroom murals at the school because we found that a lot of the, and Charlie's helping us with that, but a lot of the bathrooms that have gotten painted and decorated, there's been a lot less vandalism, so that's been really effective. We are going to do help out at the Redwood Montessori Community Garden project. Let's see, the 2 weeks from now, and we are planning to do some sort of international project fundraiser to replace the spaghetti dinner, and we're working on planning that right now. And as well as Coats for the Cold is something that's like a long-term project we're working on. Thank you.
Fantastic, Lila. It's great to see you back around, and thanks for introducing yourself. We appreciate it. I do believe we have some guests of Rotarians. Brandy, did you have some introductions?
We've got one other interactor here.
Oh, okay. Very good. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Seri. I'm president of Interact.
Hi, Seri. Welcome back. We really appreciate having you here every week. This is great. Okay, guests of Rotarians?
I believe they're running a little late, but Angela Robershot from Service Master by Chronic and Tracy Day with State Farm Insurance will be joining us.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Michael, I'm sorry I missed it. It's hard at work, but thank you for being a part of, from what it looked like to me, leading yesterday's Veterans Day flag lowering ceremony. Did you want to say a few words about that?
Yeah, it was a great experience. Thank you to Sunrise Rotary for the help and being there. It looked like about 5 minutes to 4 that it was going to be a very small group, and then all of a sudden everybody showed up. So, and it went off very well. Channel 3 Redwood News came out towards the end and interviewed people and talked to people. So that was kind of neat. So it was a good experience. Thank you, everyone.
Wonderful. Thanks to everyone who was able to attend. I apologize for my ignorance. I don't know who the veterans are in our club. And, I'd just like to say thank you for your service. And we do honor and appreciate you. If any of you at this moment have something you'd like to share, I know many of us, if we aren't veterans ourselves, have had veterans serve within our families. And of course, that has a meaningful and lasting impact on the whole family. So just wanted to give that opportunity for a minute to say a little something about your experience. And it's okay if you don't want to either. All right. So holidays, we are in full motion. I know that Jeff and Lisa probably have a little something to say about what the action items are for our club at this time. Take it away.
Thank you, Ian. Yeah, Taste of the Holidays. About 30 vendors. Can you hear me?
We just lost it for a moment. Go ahead. Sounds like we got you back.
We have about 30 vendors, and there are still more to be added. This year's gift bags will be filled with a lot of sweet and savory products from all of our local vendors, and the event is already being advertised and posted on social media. I would really like you to pass the word to your friends and share it on Facebook and or Instagram. We have a wonderful committee, and after I finish here, if anybody wants to chime in and add anything in, that would be great. We're asking our members to either donate 1 bottle of wine or $25. That would just help us subsidize the funds that we are putting out to pay some of the vendors for some of the product that they are offering. We have the poster, which you see right now, and if anybody wants to print it out and post it up at their office, that's a great way of advertising also. We have 250 bags that we are selling, and I'm not sure what the count is up to date. I believe it was
around 40.
Okay, so we need to spread the word. We've got 3 weeks to get all that out there, and Sign Up Genius is open and there's slots to be filled. So if we all work together, this will be a very successful event. And if anybody else from the committee would like to chime in, feel free, please.
Yeah, Lisa, I mean, I think we just had a question from Scott Heller of how can you donate to Toth. What would be the best way for everybody to get the $25 to us? Is that Venmo? And then with bottles of wine, where do we want to drop, either drop off, or either you or I can pick up to either at the Griffin, or?
Yeah, you can drop off at the Griffin, and or you can send a check to our PO box and it'll be picked up, and or you can Venmo. You can drop a check by my house or a bottle of wine by my house. It's whichever way, or we'll pick up. That's not a problem at all either.
Do you mind if I jump in and ask another question?
Sure.
I'm sorry. The wine, is it for distribution or is it for auctions items? What's the kind of wine you're asking for?
The wine is to go into the bags. That's what we're asking for, because we're not doing auction.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be an expensive bottle of wine. It's just, mediocre.
And you need multiple bottles.
Preferably local.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Lisa and Jeff. Right now we're at, as of last night, we're at 39 tickets sold and 2 sponsors. So there's plenty of opportunity for other folks to get involved. And I do hope that each and every one of you, I've been following, excuse me, our social media advertisement, and it has been effective in reaching people and generating some new clicks all the way through to our website for purchases. So please do, we've got 76 odd people in our, well, I'll say I'm odd, 76 people in our club right now. And that amplifies if everybody takes just a few moments and likes it, saves it, comments, and shares it. It really does help get those tickets sold. You can also ask Lisa or Jeff for that flyer, and they will email it to you if you prefer to share by email, or you can then print it, of course, and post it as they suggested. So thank you, everybody, for continuing to help with that. Real quick, I missed an introduction. Sean Mclaughlin is on the call this morning. He will be our featured presenter. Hi, Sean. You want to say hi?
Sure. Aloha. I will put my camera on when I do my presentation, but I need to note in my introduction that I am a Rotarian, Paul Harris Fellow, joined back when I lived on Maui a long time ago. So thank you.
Thank you, Sean. Okay, speaking of things that you can do right now, today, for our Taste of the Holidays, backpacks for kids, and coming soon for transitional aged youth. Sign Up Genius, AJ is great about getting those out. They're well organized. There are great multiple time slot type opportunities for different sorts of things you can do. Anything from envelope stuffing, which is, if you've got accessibility issues, that's a great sit down and do it while you're watching your favorite show, or getting together at the site, packing bags, handing out the bags when people show up en masse. And then, of course, probably the most important duty, especially for our host, Vanessa at the Griffin, is the cleanup crew. So you can see there's opportunities for sign up. Lisa, I know you sent out a backpacks for kids notice yesterday.
Yes.
Did you have anything to say about that sign up process? How are we doing on filling those slots?
I haven't looked this morning, but yesterday we didn't have anything filled in for next week. So I would like if someone else could fill in. We do have the following week. So even though you see someone signed up, they can always use extra hands. So just because, 2 people have signed up, we usually 5 is good. 4 to 5 people signed up is great. And it makes it flow and go fast. So please sign up.
Yes, please do. Part of being in this club is participating. And I know that not everybody can attend every meeting, but everybody can get involved in something we do. There's so many opportunities, and we're actually going to come to that a little bit later today. So, Romy, go ahead.
Well, I see that it's Friday and Saturday. Is that new? It's always been weekdays, which is part of the reason I haven't been able to always sign up.
For backpacks.
What we see on here.
That's actually Taste of the Holidays.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, that's not Backpack for Kids. Okay.
No, I should have put a header on that. Sorry. So yeah, there for Taste of the Holidays, there's actually opportunity on Friday and Saturday. So although it looks like Friday's full. So we talk a lot about fundraising because it's very much the active part of it. But we also have a lot of committee work going on to get those funds that we raise out into the community. So we'd like to hear from a couple of our committees this morning. Randy, I saw you on the call. You want to tell us where the funds are going for the Finance Committee?
Sure. Good morning, everybody. The Finance Committee consists of Charlie Jordan, Maggie Kraft, Dick Johnson, Stephanie Lane, Rachel Dammy, Brandy Easter, Luke Scown, Holly Martell, and myself. Since the year has started, we have dispersed $1,750 to 4 causes. And the first one is the Humboldt Bay Trail, $250 to the Humboldt Bay Trail, and that came through our member Carol Vandermeer. And that's something that we've donated to them in the past, and that's an ongoing project that I think most people are familiar with because we've had them at our club as programs. The second one came through Stephanie Lane, and I don't know if Stephanie's on the call here if she wants to add to it, but it's the Native American Food Sovereignty Lab at Humboldt State University. There's a group of students in the Native American Studies program that are trying to create a Native Food Sovereignty Lab on campus. Are you there, Stephanie?
Yeah, I can speak really quick on that. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay. Yes. So the Native American Studies department on campus, there were some students who in a class a little over a year ago wanted to create a lab on campus for food, and food is a huge part of any culture, a huge part of Native American culture, I guess is the word. Anyways, the school was able to provide them space, but they needed to fundraise the money in order to make it happen. And it was close to, they needed, a little over $200,000, I think. And I helped them with the fundraiser last year where the students raised about $30,000, and they've been writing grants and trying to raise as much money as they can. And they met their goal, and they just broke ground on the lab this year. Just in this fall. So hopefully by the spring and next fall, actual classes will be taught in there, but traditional salmon cooking and all of the different foods that come with the Native American tribes and the stories that come with that and the culture around it. It's pretty amazing thing. And it's one of only a few in the nation. It's becoming an increasingly popular thing, but it definitely is something I'm really proud that we are helping to support. So thank you, everyone.
And did I say that that our club donated 500 to that project? And the next one is Life Care. And it's been a while. Came through Dr. Ann Lindsay And our club donated 500 to Humboldt Life Care. And this is a project that will allow active and engaged community members to remain in the community, to maintain social and family connections, to have choices that support independence and dignity, and to access varied levels of care in a safe and secure setting. And moving to Life Care, Humboldt seniors will free up housing in the community for families. So our club donated 500 towards that project. And the fourth project that we had, Ian said we had 2 to 3 minutes, so I'm moving along quickly here. $500 to Out of the Darkness. And I think we're all, and this came through a request from Romy. And Romy, is there anything you want to add to that? I know that this is something that that's been a great program that our club has supported since it started, but I wanted to give you the chance.
Thanks to that. Well, there have been some really incredible support from our club for the Out of the Darkness Walk, which is really building awareness and education. It supports the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and such an important thing in our community. Suicide has touched directly the lives of many individuals in our club, and unfortunately, we have over double the suicide rate of the California state and national average here in Humboldt County. So being part of a major event that raises awareness, gets people talking about suicide and funds prevention education is something that matters deeply to our community in countless ways. And so thank you so much to our club for supporting that. Terry and Marty, I believe, were the top sponsors, individual sponsors, and our club was the top fundraising team, and we have been for years now. So thank you to all of you who helped support that effort.
Okay, and we do have a pending donation to the Humboldt Library Foundation through Terry Clark, and the committee decided that we would make a donation if the Library Foundation made their fundraising goal. So that'll be something that the committee will look at in 2022. So that is your Finance Committee report for today.
Randy, you make it sound so simple. Thank you. You know, I see the committee emails flurrying back and forth, and you're very active in the committee as a group, and we appreciate the work you do to decide where the funds should go that we work so hard to earn for what we do in the community. So thank you. Next up, we have
Breaker 19.
Go ahead, Dick.
I just want to say it was nice hearing from Stephanie because today is her birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Stephanie.
Oh, thank you.
And tomorrow is Holly's birthday.
Wow. Well, we're going to hear from Holly shortly as it happens too. So looking forward to hearing that. All right, up next we have Vocational Development and the Transitional Age Youth Committee. The Transitional Age Youth was combined into Vocational Development for this year. And I'm hoping that Sarah and or Jeff can fill us in on what's happening there, because I understand there's some club action items for help needed there too.
Yeah, thank you, Ian. This is Jeff. So, you know, we are working with the transitional age youth or underprivileged youth. We used to previously call them foster youth, and we'd put on a big dinner. And we had a lot of involvement and a very active committee. We're going to have a large meeting, an important meeting for this on Monday. If you're a committee member, please participate in that meeting. It's going to be at 5:30 on Monday. Sarah should be sending out a email with the Zoom link on that. Our past couple of meetings have been sparsely attended, and everybody's input and activity is greatly welcomed. We're looking at doing something a little different with COVID. We're looking at doing a movie night if possible. We want to be able to give the kids, last year we did stockings and stocking stuffers. we want to be able to have the kids have some idea of the holidays and to receive a gift. And with that, we are possibly looking at donations from the club, if possible. We're looking at about $2,500 for gift cards to fill the stockings. If you can, please Venmo, get in touch with Sarah or I, would be wonderful. It can really make a difference in these kids' holiday experience. Again, I am going to emphasize, please attend Monday's meeting if you can. Thank you.
And for that movie nights, is the idea, if it works out, to have it at the Eureka Theater? Is that right?
Yeah, very generous. You know, we obviously have ties with the Eureka Theater, and so they've offered up the venue for us. And so I think that's coming up December 10th. Which is why it's imperative that we have a full committee to basically make decisions and get help for planning and all that's involved.
Understood.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Jeff. Yeah, as always, all of our committees do meet pretty regularly, some once a month, some every quarter. But if you're interested in what you can do to do something more than attend our meetings every Friday, committee meetings are a great place to get a look at what's going on with our club. Charlie, I see your hands up. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna echo what Jeff said as far as volunteers. We will have some positions where it's just like show up and welcome people in, but we definitely the organizational stuff where we might be packing stockings or someone picking up gift certificates. Last year, because it was so last minute, it landed on 2 Rotary members a lot, and you know, most people got to pack. But we would really appreciate people's involvement on the planning and stuff, because there's a lot of great ideas and a lot of great opportunities that the kids might just have, because you know, right now we're in our little echo chamber of like 4 or 5 people, and so we would love some ideas to make these kids have like a nice Christmas and a nice memory.
Thank you, Charlie. I see your tree there. So we know that Charlie's got the spirit to lead the idea. So thank you for inviting everybody to participate. It's what we need.